Welcome back to another video on the rockvan build. If you haven't seen it yet, go check out the previous episode, where we upgraded the tires and wheels. In this episode, we're doing two major upgrades. We're swapping out the stock links for high-clearance metal ones and doing a servo on axle conversion. I highly suggest doing these two mods at the same time. Doing them together allows us to switch to a 4-link setup in the front, which is going to perform way better. The stock links are made of a really soft plastic that isn't durable enough for the long run. Plus, having the servo mounted to the chassis gives us bump steer. Let's get to work. Alright, now that I've finished stripping out all the stock plastic links, let's take a look at the new ones from Hobby Plus. These metal links feel like really high quality. They've got a nice weight to them and come with the bushings and O-rings pre-installed. We also get some screws and accessories in the bag. We're adding about 8 grams of weight just with these. Next up, we need to pull the servo off the chassis. The servo conversion kit looks and feels very similar to the links. In the kit, we get the main steering rack, plus the drag link that connects the servo horn to the knuckles. It also comes with the new servo mount and some hardware to get it seated on the axle. This adds another 5 grams to the front end, so that's about 13 grams in total. Not bad. Okay, let's start putting this all together. Since these parts don't come with any instructions, it might take a minute to figure out exactly where everything fits, but we'll make it work. I'm going to start by attaching the servo mount to the front axle, and then the servo will sit right on top of that. Once that's secure, I'll install the new steering system, and then we can move on to the 4-link suspension setup. Looks like we're now forced to relocate the ESC unit. There's just no room for it anymore, so I'll have to get creative and find a new home for it later. And just like that, we're all done. The steering direction was reversed after flipping the servo around, but that's an easy fix. I just had to flick this switch on the transmitter. After a little bit of fine tuning and centering the horn, the steering is working perfectly. I'm very satisfied with how this turned out. The front axle behaves way better now. The bump steer is completely gone, and there's no binding at all through the full range of motion. Those high clearance links look great, and they're indestructible now. Make sure you have some spare screws handy and a bit of patience for the assembly, but you'll get the job done and it's totally worth the effort. Anyway, that's a wrap for today's video. Thanks again for hanging out and watching the progress. If you want to join the journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next episode where we're going to be upgrading the servo. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.